while no one is here, let's talk through some important logistical things so that I have to repeat them later when people are here. Okay, so here's the deal. I am working remotely. I am applying for grad school. I want to be streaming more during this time. I am applying to grad schools with the intention of going this fall to another country to live there. If I get into grad school in the UK at one of the 3 schools that I am applying to, which I will not name because Maple will kill me, then I will move to the UK and go to grad school there, which means, yes, my stream times will be much more EU friendly and still pretty American friendly. You know, that's kind of the fun thing about like the EU time slot is that it's still pretty America friendly, but I will have to stay up late if I want to collab with my friends. But you know what? I'm down, man. I've done dumber things for friends. What about my job? Well, you see, in life we must make choices, and I can choose any 2 things. I can choose stream and work, I can choose grad school and work, or I can choose grad school and stream. It's a really hard decision, because, you know, I've talked about this before, where it's like, I don't want to go full-time as a streamer, even though it's my favorite thing, because work is also my favorite thing. And, you know, then I don't want to quit streaming so I can go to grad school, because streaming is also my favorite thing. Hard choices need to be made. In my case, this is the hard choice that I made. It's, obviously going to be challenging. I do have to be a little bit more careful, right? I own this place, which means that to be able to come back here, I have to keep paying my mortgage while I'm paying rent in London, right? While I'm paying for a grad degree. Absolutely insane choice. But at the end of it, the thing that I loved about this job, the thing that made this my dream job, it is within a field that I could not really get into without a grad degree. So if I go get this grad degree, then I will be in that field. And so there will be many more jobs like this one. And I might even be able to get one back at this company. I am leaving literally with you know, flying colors and great recommendations. One of my recs is my boss's boss, right? So can you rent it out to someone else? Kind of. But then I have to put all of my stuff into storage and move all of my things out. And I also just really don't want to be a landlord. What I might be able to do is have a friend live here for like at cost, you know, so that I'm not making any money out. Yeah, I may even be losing some money. I am not bringing my PC and I need a laptop that I can do my classwork on anyway. So I am probably, in all likelihood, I am gonna be getting probably a very nice gamer laptop. It just makes more sense. A nice gamer laptop is a decent enough solution for streaming, and then I get to bring it back at the end of that time, right? Whereas a PC, it's just not happening. It is a crazy decision. You're not going to enjoy that. Portability is going to be really, really useful here also because I'll be traveling a lot, right? You can bring a whole robot to the UK, but not a PC. Yeah, honestly, the robot was lighter than my PC. I optimized really, really hard for weight. How many years will grad school arc take? 1. I'm getting a master's degree in the UK. 1-year programs. 12 months. Yeah, dude, in the UK, that is standard. That is what a master's degree is. Yeah, every country except the US, master's degrees take 1 year. He's going to streamer university? No, but wait, Chrchie, can I talk about our plans? Can I talk about our plans roughly? Yes. Okay, so there is a possibility that if I get in and go, Chrchie would go with me, and we would have like a Silly Goose Girls in our Silly Goose apartment arc, where for a year we could sing together and make music together and do like off collabs and use each other's equipment and I don't know, high five. I don't know what people do. But yeah, I really, really want this, and I think it would be really, really funny to play music together. Sidere! Oh my gosh, Sidere, you have been a queen. You have been a hero. She has been such an icon and such an amazing help in me figuring out where I can, how grad school works in another country. A country that I went to for like a few days and mostly only ate beans in, which, you know, I am gonna be mostly only eating beans. The banjo, yes. That is the one big thing that I'm allowing myself to bring. What do we do if you literally hate beans? You don't have to eat them. More for me, Chrchie. More for me. But yeah, I will be bringing my banjo. That is the one thing that I just couldn't. I tried to figure out a way that I couldn't bring my banjo, that I could figure it out. There's just no way, man. There's just no way. I want my banjo. It's mine. I have little flowers painted all over it. I want my banjo. So I will be taking my banjo. I will probably have to buy a hard case for it and check it. You're that way about your guitar? Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just gonna play your guitar, I think, because I'm not bringing my guitar. far. I'm just bringing my banjo, and then I'm gonna buy a keyboard when I get there. That is my dad's gift to me if I get into fancy grad school. If I get into fancy grad school, into big boy nice university grad school, my dad will buy me a keyboard. That is the deal. It's gonna be hard, but staying for a whole year, yeah, I'm definitely gonna bring my banjo, and then buy a keyboard while I'm there, and then probably leave it somewhere. I am excited. I think it'll be really fun, and obviously I will be bringing you guys with me. How would I be managing work? I have savings, so I would be leaving my job, and possibly leaving my job a little bit before I go, so that I can do some kind of celebratory going away party thing on stream. Also, I would miss my family horribly, and I would miss my friends horribly. Where am I going? Possibly to the UK for a year for grad school! Yeah, a year passes super quick, especially when you're crazy busy the whole time, right? So, yeah, should be very busy and should pass pretty quickly. Can I bring my cat? No. My cat will be living with my dear friend Joe for the duration of my absence, and I will miss him to the point where it hurts in my bones. I love that little guy. But honestly, he likes Joe better than he likes me, so yeah, I'll miss him very badly, but I just don't think it's fair to him, you know? Cats really like to stay where they're at. Cats don't like unfamiliar stuff. And every time I've moved, my cat took months and months to adjust. And if I'm only gonna be there for a year, I just don't think it's fair to him to have like 5 months of adjustment for him to get used to a place that he's just gonna leave like 5 months after that, you know? What about my spider? I do want to bring Genevieve, but I don't think I'm allowed. I think that there are rules that prevent you from moving a spider that is indigenous to one continent to another. I don't think that I would be allowed to bring Genevieve with me. She would be well taken care of as well by my dad. Who would take excellent care of her, who loves her again so much. I would miss my friends so much. I would miss all of these people terribly. But that would be okay. It's only a year. And I think it would be a really good and important adventure for me.